Here's the conversation that I have with soon-to-be retiree that is moving to Central Florida. Hey Pedro, I've done my research and I narrowed down 355 plus communities, but instead of having more clarity, I'm even more confused. What should I do? I know, this happens a lot because Florida is the state that has more communities that are 55 plus in the entire country. So I don't blame you. And most contents that are out there, they're either sponsored or outdated or just wrong, right? So today I'm gonna give you my 5 top 55 plus communities here in Central Florida, and I'll let you decide which one fits you best and which ones you can cross off of your list, okay? But before that, if you're at a point where you need a more personalized guidance, feel free to reach out to me. Link is in the description below. Let's schedule a 30-minute call so I can guide you to where makes more sense to you and to your spouse. So link is in here, and now let's do this. All right, so here's what we're gonna be covering today, and feel free to skip to the most important part for you in the video. First, we're gonna tell you the top 5 best 55 plus communities here in Central Florida. We're gonna break down numbers, total cost of ownership, HOA, CDD, lifestyle, so on and so forth. And we're also gonna cover healthcare proximity and who this is for and who this is not for. So at the end, you have a better picture of where you should look next, okay? Del Webb is the brand name everyone recognizes, right? And for good reason. The Webb Sunbridge in St. Cloud is one of the newest active adult communities in the region, and it's generating a serious buzz. This is a Pulte-built community. I personally love Pulte. I live in one of their communities, and they're single-family homes, also gated, and the amenity center is called the Saloon, and it lives up to the name, right? So we're talking resort pool, fitness center, pickleball courts, and a full social programming calendar. Now, here's what I'm going to be honest with you because that's the whole point of this channel. Del Webb Sunbridge carries a CDD. That means on top of your HOA, you're paying a community development district fee that's baked into your property tax bill. It's not optional, okay? It's not going away. So, talking about the full cost of ownership, houses here range between $350,000 and $600,000, and we're talking, give or take, $2,275 for principal and interest, HOA fee around $400, CDD around $175, property tax around $412, and homeowners insurance around $250 a month. So your estimated monthly cost for this community would be around $3,500, depending on the size of the home you choose. And if Del Webb is the one for you, if new construction matters to you, this community delivers, okay? Just go with the eyes open on the CDD, run the full 5-layer cost before you fall in love with your floor plan, all right? On top of the world is where I always send my buyers to if they're telling me, hey Pedro, I want to live the best active adult lifestyle possible. And this is Ocala. So we're talking 90 minutes northwest of Orlando. And yes, that's the trade-off, okay? But here's what you get in return. Starting prices in this community is under $200,000 and some of the lowest HOA fees of any comparable community in the state. And an amenity package that is genuinely charging 3 times the monthly fee. And on top of the world has 36 holes of golf, multiple pools, tennis, pickleball, fitness, arts and crafts studios, and a performing arts center. This community takes lifestyle seriously. I'm not joking. And the honest trade-off here, you're further from Orlando healthcare infrastructure and airport, all right? So Ocala Regional Medical Center is closed, but the proximity to a major academic medical center is a non-negotiable for you. That factors in. Now, talking about the full cost of ownership here, we're talking between $150,000 to $400,000 plus, and principal and interest, as an estimation, we're talking $1,264 a month. HOA fee $280. There's no-CDD, which is a great thing, and property taxes in Marion Oaks is around $177 a month, and homeowners insurance is $175 a month. So the estimated monthly cost for you, depending on the size of your home, of course, is around $2,000, a little more, right? And this is the best value per dollar play in Central Florida's 55 plus market, okay? So you can live with the Ocala address and you don't need to be 20 minutes from Orlando. This community should be on your short list. Let's take a breath. I know there's a lot of good information in this video, but before we continue, just let me know your thoughts. Share your comments below. Make sure you follow. Make sure you click on the like button for me. Help me reach more people that needs to know about these top 5 communities. All right, so now let's keep going with number 3. Solivita is the most underrated 55 plus community in my opinion, maybe because it sits right in Poinciana, which is a little south of Kissimmee, and that place doesn't have the same brand recognition as Lake Nona or Windermere, right? But here's what the numbers say. Solivita is a 55 plus community with over 5,000 homes, 14 pools, 2 golf courses, and a full service spa, and more than 200 clubs and activities. The scale of this community is really remarkable, okay? It's about 45 minutes to downtown Orlando, 30 minutes to Disney, and if visiting family or staying airport adjacent matters to you, Solivita is significantly more accessible than Ocala without paying Lake Nona premium, all right? And again, the honest note here, there is a CDD. And when we're talking about the total cost of ownership, homes there range between $250,000 and $500,000 plus. And taking one of the cheapest homes into consideration and making principal and interest breakdown for you, we're talking around $1,769. HOA there is around $380 a month, CDD $150 a month, property taxes, which is a blend, we're talking $292 a month, and homeowners insurance $220 a month. And that totals you a range at $2,800 a month of total costs of ownership. Trilogy Orlando is one of those that is on this list that keeps surprising people every time they go check the community. And I'm not kidding. This is a She Homes community in Groveland, which puts it in western Lake County, close to Claremont and Mineola area. And the community centerpiece is the Magnolia House, one of the genuinely impressive clubhouses in Central Florida's active adult segment. Here's the line I lead with on Trilogy: no-CDD, which is awesome. In a market where CDD fees are the norm for active adult communities, Trilogy is the meaningful exception. And that alone changes your monthly cost picture, okay? The Groveland and Mineola corridor is also one of the more interesting growth stories in Lake County right now. South Lake Hospital is closed, Highway 27 closed, Florida Turnpike give you reasonable access to Orlando. We're talking roughly 45 to 55 minutes depending on your destination, okay? And the full cost of ownership at Trilogy Orlando, taking into consideration a price range $320K up to $550K, we're talking more or less $2,100 a month for principal and interest, $500 in HOA fees, no CDD, $315 a month for property taxes, and $230 a month for home insurance. And the total estimated monthly cost here is around $3,200 a month. And Trilogy is the premium no-CDD play in this market, okay? The HOA is higher, yes, but that higher HOA is funding the amenities instead of the county. For buyers who want upscale without the CDD exposure, this is the right community to take seriously, okay? And last but not least, Village Walk in Lake Nona. This 55 plus community is for a very specific buyer. And if that's you, you will know immediately, all right? Village Walk and Lake Nona is not technically a 55 plus community. It's an all ages Devosta built community that has developed a strong retiree and downsizer population. I'm including it because of one factor that changes the conversation entirely. It sits within minutes of Lake Nona Medical City, all right? So we're talking Advent Health Orlando, Nemours Children's Hospital, VA Medical Center, and UCF Lake Nona Medical School. All of those are in the same corridor. And for retirees who have or anticipate significant healthcare needs, this is the single highest access healthcare address in Central Florida. The trade-off here is, of course, price, right? Lake Nona is one of the most appreciated zip codes in the entire Central Florida in the last 10 years. And now, talking about the full cost of ownership, homes there range between $500,000 and $800,000. As you can see, it's a little steep than the other ones that we compared it with. And principal and interest here is around $3,200, HOA fee around $450, and CDD will depend. You have to verify that information, okay? Property taxes here is going to be around $560 a month, and homeowners insurance around $300 a month. And with that, your total estimated monthly cost is around $4,600. And Village Walk is not for everyone, all right? Especially if you are on a budget. But if healthcare proximity is your number one priority, that's no brainer. You should better select this one for peace of mind, right? All right, so here was my top 5 55 plus communities in Central Florida. I really hope you liked it. I really hope I could deliver at least a tiny bit of value for your decision-making process. And again, if you need more customization in your search, if you need something more personalized, feel free to reach out to me. Link is in the description below. No sales pitch, just great information so I can help you love where you live, so I can help you love where you move next in this new and special chapter of your life. Okay, my name is Pedro with eXp Realty. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.